Okay, hey, how you doing? One moment at a time, my sister. How you doing?
I saw your post this morning.
Huh?
I see you put street corner resources up. What
Yeah.
you doing with that? What's your intention? I'm trying to
What,
clarify.
what was that? Talk to
What's
me.
your expectation? What's your expectation of this whole thing?
Well, you know what, Ruth? It's been over 3 years, I'm just shocked to see how, when you serve God, He can unveil the devil. Okay, I'm not going to talk a lot but you know what happened to me in here. But leading up to this assault, there's been domestic terrorism in my house. People took over the house, and this boy who is connected, I just found that out on Sunday. I didn't know. I don't know. I don't have no beef against anybody. I don't know anything bad to talk about, but as you can see, he's on the website, he's on the payroll. He's been the one in here terrorizing. He
No,
and eight
I
other
don't,
people.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, don't worry about what you talking about. What you talking about?
Hey, shit.
Ruth, what are you meant what are you trying to talk about?
Who's that? No release.
Huh?
Oh wow.
Can you hear me?
I can. Okay. I saw it. I wonder if that's something that got
You talking to me or you talking to somebody else?
talking to somebody else.
Oh.
Do you think that that person is a part of? Send me the picture of how you know he's a part of street corner resources. Because now, let me explain to you something, Kay. First of all, that whole demographic is the returning citizens. They all reentry. So they got a certain mindset. And the mere fact that he's moving like that with you, and he know he a part of one of the street corner resources is a contradiction as to who he's representing himself to be. And you know, street corner resources, Aisha get money from the mayor. You know she's not gonna let you mess with her money. That's how she eat.
So what does that mean for me? How do I eat when I have no? Like, I didn't say I won't mess with anybody. I found out that he was connected at the breakfast. I was in the line. I saw Cool Breeze. I went over and hugged him. He said, "Hey, Ma, you know Cool Breeze, right?"
Yeah.
I went over, and I'm gonna get a camera shot. Look,
And he was at the breakfast.
yes. He approached me at the breakfast, and all along he don't speak to me. He shut the lights off. He put dog shit up. He done terrorize me in this building. They put up cameras, stalked me, harassed me, and then assaulted me twice. Now, and my sons. Now let me tell you something. Who feels it knows it. That's what Bob Marley said. Who feel it know it. I'm from Jamaica. I'm a Garveyite. I don't get up in America. I've never messed with nobody in this country. All I've ever tried to do is to try to help. I
Yeah,
don't
I
have a,
know that.
I don't have a halo over my head. I'm not a saint. But there is no record in the history of my life. I'm 60 years young. I don't say old. I'm 60 years young, and there's no history of myself nor my children committing no crime, being a terrorist, or making other people's life hell. And I come up to this breakfast. I say hi to Cool Breeze because Keith Wright said, "Everybody get in the line, get your breakfast." And I moved. You saw where I was sitting. You
Mm-hmm.
offered me a seat,
Yes.
right? I wasn't even in the main part. I was in the back. You said, "Hey, sit here." No, no, sit here. I thank you, my sister, for offering me a seat at the table of sisterhood. I sat there. Then when Keith Wright announced it, you guys, I think, had gotten up to look at breakfast, and then I just kind of waited because I kind of glanced out and the line was long. And then I glanced back out. I said, okay, the line kind of going down. And I got in the line. And when I saw Cool Breeze, and he
Mm-hmm.
was like, his back was turned. So I tapped him. He was talking to another lady. And I tapped him. He said, "Hi, Ma," because that's what he calls me. And I call him son. In all our years of knowing each other, they know my children. They know my, everything. And he said, "How you doing?" I said, "Well, not too well. I've been assaulted. He said, what? He said, call me tomorrow. We're going to take care of this. I said, no problem. So I went back in the line. I was standing in the line. And I don't even think it was 5-6 seconds after this person, this terrorist approaches me. Okay. And he starts to say, and I was like, the way I'm terrified because I've had to film myself going and coming in here because of the confrontation and the violence. And I pissed on myself.
No.
I pissed, yes, the whole, I was so, when he came up to me, everything I just lost, I pissed, the whole of my shoes was wet, my pants was on because I had a long dress, but I had a tights on it. Everything was, I pissed on myself and I started shaking. That's how bad that is. Okay? Let me tell you something. Nobody knows. And I'm not going to talk on the phone because you know what? I don't know who's listening, who's taping, who's doing what. But I know that I have lived it. And I know for sure that when you are living your life, be careful. Because you don't know who knows who. He didn't know I know Street Corners Resources. He didn't know I know Sister Aisha. And then he said, I'm her nephew. I'm sorry, like I did all the things I did. I wasn't a part of that. Nah, what? So now you see me with Cool Breeze. I think he saw me because the shirt. The first thing I saw was the shirt. The first thing I saw him had on was the black hoodie with Street Corner Resources shirt. That's when I was like, that's the first thing that shocked me, to know that this is what is going down. And then he says, I'm her nephew. And then, hey, whatever happened after that. Okay, so I never got out of line. I never lose composure. I didn't say nothing threatening to him. I think I said to Cool Breeze, that's one of the guy, that's one of the guy that been terrorizing me, stalking me. I got out the line real quickly. And he said, really? And he looked around, and I don't know, it was like a blur after that because I never talked. It was a moment.
Yeah, you got out of there.
I got back in the line, and I was just trembling because the things that I have gone through over the last 3 years. I'm not a weak person. I'm not I don't care what nobody want to say. I've never taken drugs. I don't smoke. I don't maybe a glass of wine every 3 months at somebody's celebration. But my life, I don't have any mental problems. But now I do because of this shit that happened. But I'm going to let my lawyers deal with it. Okay? And my attorneys deal with it because I am not talking anymore. Cool Breeze approached me and said, you want to talk about it? I said, no, let my attorney, let the law handle the lawless and let them decide. And not only that, make the Lord, not the law, because the law is corrupt and it works corruptly. Let the Lord above, because what happened is that I wasn't really supposed to come to the breakfast.
I was surprised to see you. Because I wanted to know.
I come every year, but because of the assault, I was just recovering. I was hospitalized.
No, I know that, but that's not the guy who pushed the door on you.
I'm not going to talk about that. Okay. I'm not going to, because you see, it's a setup. Everybody knows Aisha. Everybody knows. I don't know who connected to who. If he didn't say, if he didn't approach me and say, that's my aunt, I'm her nephew, I wouldn't even know. But they're trying to get other people to call me to talk over the phone. But I'm going to just briefly say I was in shock and I pissed on myself. That's all people need to know. I don't normally go in public peeing on myself like that. I don't have a bladder problem. But that's what. But they're, everybody's calling to clear up. I don't know why they're calling. Listen.
You posted something. Don't say you don't know about it.
Listen.
Because you posted something. No one will be calling you if you didn't post anything.
Well,
I would not be calling you if you didn't post anything.
I don't know.
I would be calling you if you didn't put that in the email. I would have no knowledge. Okay. But because I know you and I'm concerned about you, I reached out.
Mm-hmm. But
and I responded, and then based on my daughter, as I told your son, I realized, like, at what level can I participate? Because my daughter made a real statement. She said, Mommy, you already know. If you get involved in that, and something go left and something happen to you, she can't live there anyway because the turnup is real. And that's the true statement. That is a real fact. I cannot even act like that's not the truth. My family, it's not going. It's you guys still live there. I don't want to compromise your ability to live there, but I can't be there and on the strength of squatters be caught up and assaulted or whatever, menaced anyway, and something happened to me, and then my family find out about it. They're not even retaliating time for me.
No, but I remember I didn't ask you to come here. I was just
You wanted me to come and talk to you. It's fine.
yeah, but what I would have met you, no, not at the house, really, not here, because nobody's really come here to say come here. We hadn't even talked about where we would meet. I meet a lot of people and talk to them at different places about different things.
You never was explicit, but you said perhaps you could come here, and I interpreted it as coming to your home.
Okay, well, no, but
when I said it to my daughter was like, "No, mommy, you cannot jeopardize her safety and the family like this. Because if you go there, something go wrong, that could go all the way left. My son is coming home.
Right, you said that.
That could escalate. That could escalate.
But I've had people that come and do wellness check on me, and nothing when they come, I've escalated on my part. So it's whether it was meant to say come here or go there, we have never had people come and do wellness check. Like people would say, okay, this is where you live, this is what's going on. Okay, Miss K, now we know where you live, and they would exit the building. Nothing has ever escalated on my part. And yeah, no, I don't live my life in violence. I don't live my life like that. I don't live, as I said before, I'm not no angel, okay, neither my kids. But there's nothing in our portfolio that says if you go around Miss Presley, something might pop up. We have had people that come here from other organizations that they knew that I was not safe, and they visited the home, and they sat with me. Hey, we're glad we know where you live now, and they exited downstairs, and that was it. Nobody has come here. Nobody's looking for nobody or going to say go towards anybody. That's not my purpose in life. My purpose, first of all, was to whatever was going on was to resolve it peacefully. I've lived here almost 10 years. I don't know these people. I don't know none of them, really. And all of this stuff started to come, whether they want the building or whether, I don't know. It's not just myself. Remember now, it's other tenants in here who have been assaulted. So when people start to boomerang, they better be ready for other people with their statements, okay? If you think that it's Kay Pressley and, is she trying to be so? No. Several tenants in here have been assaulted, and whatever it is, it's not just me. Okay, so be careful when they just wanna Kay Pressley and Kay. They cannot find nothing in Kay Presley's record. I'm a community activist. First of all, I'm a servant of God. I don't go to church every Sunday, okay, but I serve God in my own personal way. When I go to church, that's the fellowship, etc. However, and then I'm a mother. Okay, and then I'm a community advocate, okay, and whatever other things you want to say, in my background, okay, whatever people know of me or whatever I can prove that I have done. And I think that I've pretty much through my 60 years shown that I do not engage in any kind of unnecessary violence, or if something is happening, I want to know how to solve it, how we can diffuse, even with my children, even with my grown sons. We don't fight in here, and nobody can ever claim and that they so anyways, I'm just saying.
Rehearse.
I'm just saying, you know me from all our affiliations, and I don't put words into people's mouth, but I'm just saying my whole goal in life is to serve as okay. So anyway, Ruth, I thank you very much, because I know from the years I've known you, I can say you've been a sister, you've been a friend, and you've always, one thing I like about you, Ruth, you're not phony. You know what I'm saying? I sat beside you, I felt my peace, my sister. You've never been a person that I had to, and I don't know everything about you, I respect you as a woman, a black woman, as a mother, as a queen. And that's all I have to say in regards to that. I don't have anything else. And I always thank you, even for taking my call or for when I reached out to Victor Pate. I just put it on the thread because I was like, I'm in the dark. They cut my lights off. They're doing all this stuff and terrorizing me. I'm like, okay. I was reaching out for help. And then you was one of the people that, I had several other people, but you were one of the people that responded to that email. And I thank you. That's all I could say, and I thank you. As a sister, a friend, an activist, I've seen you in the community, and you're true to the bone. You are true to the bone, and I love that about you. And what else can I say? That's all. But I'm gonna get off this phone because I gotta get ready because I have an appointment this morning, and I just
Okay.
go about my daily life, and I hope that, whatever happens, to God be the glory. To God, let him get the glory, because he's going to get the glory out of all of this. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who says what, who does what. God is going to shine his light into the darkness, which he has done already. And to him be the glory. And may other people, anybody who have encountered situations like this, be helped. You know what I'm saying? Be changed, be transformed. Okay? Amen.